All right, so we're going deep on this bulldog mindset video.
Okay.
Why the stock market will never make you rich.
Hmm.
I mean, that's a pretty big statement, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
I know you've been looking into other ways to build wealth, so I thought this might catch your attention.
Definitely does.
You know, when something goes against what everyone says, it kind of
Yeah.
makes you want to listen.
Yeah, for sure. You hear all this stuff about the stock market, but
Mm.
then this guy comes along and says it's all a lie.
Exactly, and it's not just that it's slow.
Right.
This video says it's like a rigged game where Wall
Ah.
Street always wins.
Mm.
It even uses that whole GameStop thing as proof, saying the little guy never stands a chance.
Well, I mean, GameStop, that was a crazy time.
Yeah,
It's true that big investors have some advantages, but to say the whole market's rigged is a
yeah,
bit much, don't you think?
right.
I mean, a lot of people do make money in the stock market.
True. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
The video also goes after this idea of compound interest. It basically says it takes forever to get rich that way.
Oh.
It even challenges you to use a compound interest calculator
Hmm.
and see how long it takes to hit $1 million, even with like an 8% return.
I get what they're saying, though. Time is a big factor.
Yeah,
Even with a good return, compounding takes a lot of patience.
sure.
But the thing is, your money doesn't start from zero every year.
Hmm.
The gains you make, they also start compounding, so it kind of snowballs over time.
Oh, I see. So it's not like you're
The exact.
starting over every year.
Yeah, it builds on itself.
Okay, so patience is important, but not necessarily a deal breaker.
Right.
But if the stock market isn't the answer, then what is?
Well,
What does the video say?
it's really pushing real estate as a better option.
Hmm.
It talks about cash flow, rent money,
Hmm.
appreciation, so the value of the property goes up,
Right.
and even tax benefits.
And they give that example, right?
Yeah,
You buy a rental property, the rent covers the mortgage.
exactly.
It's like you're getting paid to own it.
Yeah, it makes it sound pretty sweet.
But I'm guessing there are some downsides too, right?
Oh, for sure.
It can't all be easy money.
No, the video kind of skips over the fact that you need a lot of money up front for real estate.
Aha.
You need a down payment, closing costs, maybe even renovations.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, rental income sounds great, but what if the place is empty for a while?
Right.
Or you have to fix things or deal with bad tenants?
Oh, yeah. Those are all real problems.
Definitely. And we can't forget about the market itself.
Hmm.
Prices can go up and down, interest rates can rise.
It's not as simple as just buy a property and get rich.
Nope, not at all.
The video also mentions starting a business, but it feels like an afterthought.
Yeah, it doesn't really go into much detail.
It talks about creating something valuable, being your own boss,
Mm.
which sounds amazing, but also really scary.
It is, starting a business takes a lot of skills.
Mm,
You got to be okay with risk and be ready to work really hard.
for sure.
It's not for everyone. And the video doesn't even tell you how to actually build a successful business.
Right. So where does that leave us?
Well, I think the big takeaway is that there's no one right way to build wealth.
Okay.
It's not just about the stock market or real estate or being an entrepreneur.
So there's no magic formula?
Not really. It's about figuring out what works best for you.
You mean like what you're comfortable with?
Exactly. Your risk tolerance, your goals, even your personality plays a role.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, this has been really insightful.
My pleasure.
Now, for everyone listening, here's something to think about.
Okay.
Don't just focus on the money side of things.
Hmm.
Think about the lifestyle that comes with each path.
Interesting.
Do you like the stability of the stock market? Or are you someone who thrives on the excitement of building a business?
That's a good point.
It's something to consider.
Definitely food for thought.
All right, thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Anytime.
We'll catch you next time.
Sounds good. Bye.